Hi all, it's me Aki from Gallery, and I will be playing Masters and trying to figure out why the life expectancy tanked, and it's starting to appear like we are at the end of our long game, as they say. We're slowly getting to a point where we seem to have gone through all the things that we wanted to go through. So I will be doing... This isn't home department, this is justice, I think. We will be reversing the decision to allow lesser following of Vice Squad and Drug Squad in an effort to see if that's what caused the radical reduction in life expectancy, and we will go to 15,000 police officers at the same time. Because for some reason that I can't put into words, life expectancy suddenly tanked very hard. And there is no individual change I made to my system which should have that effect. So it seems like it was, as they say, completely arbitrary. Like there is no reason why it should happen, but it happened anyway, so. All the decisions I made about like allowing immigrants into the country and so on, I did significantly before the thing happened, so I don't know. It should still be in the acceptable range without causing a deficit.
The bill.
Our sportsmen are ready. But if I may... Here is our growth forecast. The
Our agent. Our agents.
Our sport... The competition will be...
We try this.
Our agent status.
For the time being, the demonstrators are restrained, dressed in black and sometimes shooting at the sky. But I can't help worrying that if someone provokes them, they will start playing an Inspector Harry. Especially if they decide to practice with garbage cans and streetlights. In short, faced with an armed crowd, I have done the bare minimum. I'm increasing security fourfold. For
Our agent.
you know me. Do you wait? I'll give you the participants.
Just verbal abuse. That's not enough of a reason to go with the police.
As I.
They have to do something worse than that.
As I.
Good morning.
That's about right. Coffee? I will also take a sip of my coffee. Here is the Mexico. Their whole campaign was that I'm unelectable and a completely bad leader, and the sip that I took of coffee with Mexico was like a thing for them. They were like, nice, and that caused them to look at the social democratic guys like they were evil, and that caused a fine. That's what I sense anyway. Could always be wrong, but I'm fairly confident that I at least want to express what I sense instead of possibly believing it. There's a difference between expressing it and believing it.
Good morning.
I want to express it even if I don't believe it. In this particular case, I
Sure.
believe it. And here's another sip for South Korea. Go Scarlet. That would be Canada, but you know what I mean. We completely ruined our chances. Oh well. Our athletes don't trust me, which doesn't come as a surprise because I'm a religious nutjob. I just pay what the athletes union wants to pay. Just give them a bunch of money and say, go you guys, I don't like question them. They gotta have a good idea of why they need that specific amount of money.
Incredible.
Nice.
Our agents that have.
Nice.
Our sport.
I will encourage you.
Incredible.
Nice. The angelic choirs are singing for me. Ooh. Okay, so that is actually having a negative effect. So tell me what else. Because the only thing I did was remove Y Squad and drug police, and then I got a life expectancy decrease of massive, so... Also, do we have debt at the moment? We don't. We will see when the next budget session comes in how much we have.
I'm listening carefully.
You will get one of
How
those
much would this aid
supernatural
amount
coins.
to? How?
You will be able to have a good media strategy. You won't use it because you're a dumbass. If you weren't a dumbass, you would have overthrown the government already. But you're a dumbass.
The demonstration.
So you will be making do with a single coin. Besides, Center-Right Independent is one of those guys in Russia who says that they should invade Finland, so I'm not gonna give you much. You get a coin.
As I predict.
Nice, we took down 20% of the Syrian ISIS, basically.
What?
Yes, I do feel a salary of 8,000 a month is sufficient for me. It's more than enough. It's more than enough. 8,000 a month. I could work for that. There's been a nuclear accident in India killing 250,000 people. Somebody may want to make note of that and do a inspection on the Indian nuclear sites.
I have.
Just to be on the safe side.
You've changed.
Our agents that have influenced.
Time for ISIS in Libya. I may not be the most powerful player in the international scene, but I'm doing my part. I'm at least making sure that I contribute to all the major causes that the West is having.
Good news.
Nice.
Our finance.
I won't reduce the tax anymore, so our taxation is a 175% value added tax. But as a result of us being able to make a lot more money than we waste, inflation is in the negative while the value of our currency jumps up very quickly, meaning that we will actually be able to increase our percentage of world GDP while we actually decrease our individual GDP. That's something that's kind of hard to understand, but you can probably understand it. Miniature animals and food, I think, is what they're trying to say. Yes, there we go. Life expectancy is increasing again very slowly. I lost about 2 years, about 10 years of slowly built lifetime extensions. I lost about 10 years worth of effort. But the deaths from AIDS and the number of seropositive people, that is to say HIV positive people per year per 100,000 people, is quite low. I'm, in fact, they could say, saving the HIV positives. If our research was only powerful enough to produce a vaccine for HIV, we would be like in a good position. But we don't have that capability at the moment, and nobody in the world seems to have it, so even if we were to spy on other nations, we wouldn't still be able to acquire it. It's possible that other nations have it. Let me check. There we go. Some other nation has AIDS vaccine, but we don't know which one. There's also brain cell reproduction. And we are able to make artificial spinal cords.
As I predicted,
We took down 56% of ISIS in Libya. Child mortality is still slowly increasing, and I have no idea why. I've been doing basically everything imaginable with the budget, and it's had no effect. We have 75 patients per doctor, and the second best country is Slovakia with 290. We have hospital beds, one bed per 45 people in a hospital, and the next one is Ukraine, 59. And even with those numbers, we aren't able to reduce child mortality for some reason, so there's basically nothing we can do. There's basically nothing we can do. We'll just have to hope the situation corrects itself in time. Just have to hope for that.
We are in a dead end.
It's all the freedoms we are giving people which is causing the child mortality to rise, so we'd have to be more authoritarian to cause the child mortality to decrease, but we don't want to do that. Here's what they
the
think.
jokes of the humorist become painful. He makes fun of you in terms beyond caricature, and frankly attacks the very dignity of your function. His sarcasm is commented on in bars and even in recreation yards. Maybe it is time to do something.
Here is our growth forecast for the end of the year.
If I could reduce child mortality, I would reduce it, but I do believe that reducing the rights of individuals at this point, for example, going with a ban on the smoking of marijuana or something similar to that, will only result in more suffering for the people. We could build even more hospitals and hospital beds, but that seems a little neither here nor there, as they say. Still one of the lowest in the world. Top 7, in fact. But I'm still discontent about it. It should be better. After days of insurrection all over the country, the power collapsed tonight with the government palace taking. However, Robin Frestergen managed to get away unharmed. Dressed in old rags, the head of government escaped through the tunnels and borrowed a bike in order to catch a plane at the military airport. But the tables were turned when the motorcycle hit a hedgehog on the tarmac, causing Robin Frestergen to fall down spectacularly and to be killed instantly. This regime change was expected. The popularity of Robin Frestergen was at an all-time low. More news at 11. See, I got a 100% raise in popularity because of my good performance as a voice actor.
But are you crazy?
You were elected thanks to
your speeches.
You were elected thanks to your speeches, but only action will keep you in power. This country awaits your initiative. You direct the boat.
Well, here's the thing.
I'm going.
It's
Despite
Our agent. As I
Nice. I think that's about it.
Our agents that have.
Seems child mortality may be starting to reduce slightly. I think this is a good time to stop. I got the main problems fixed. Here's to a cup of joe. So that's about it. Thank you all for watching. Bye.